His final two practice games, LeBron James, going on 40 years of age, took over late, saved us against South Sudan, then Germany. Keyshawn, has LeBron become our most valuable player?
I would think so. I mean, when you look at, there's no KD in the lineup, right? Steph's been up and down. Tatum hasn't been up or down. AD's kind of there. Bam's not gonna. They're not gonna give him the ball at the end of games. I mean, it's just, when you look at it, you talk about what he did against South Sudan, 25 points in 23 minutes. He hit the layup with 8 seconds to go. I mean, I would consider that important. You talk about against Germany, some of the moves and some of the things he did down the stretch, knocking down the three. Just the steal, getting back in transition to get the steal, just all of those sort of things. Yeah, 40 years old. See, you keep saying 39, I'm giving 40 because he'd be 40 like next week or something.
Well, December 30th.
Yeah, I know. But when you think about it, at 39 years old, to be able to do what he's doing on the court, Skip, he looks like he's 27.
He does.
It doesn't make sense to me. It's like I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, this dude is like an alien from somewhere. Like, I've never seen this before from anybody at a sport. You talk about, well, Tom Brady's 45 years old, but that's different. I'm just throwing the ball and I'm using my mind. This dude running up and down the court. Like, he's jumping out of the gym and just doing stuff that I've seen so many players, and you have, Rachel and Skip, that have gotten into older age and tried to play their sport, and they look like a shell of themselves. He looked like he just got in the league, right? I mean, he looked like he could play 5 more years with no problem at all, and he's just, I don't know what else to say. Dude is crazy looking. He's just an alien coming out of nowhere.
100%. And by the way, he shot the best shooting percentage of his career last year, which is nutso, right? Also, you have to look at, not every player would react this way, but since LeBron James is special, it is an advantage for him that he just had 2 months off. If the Lakers had had the run to the Western Conference Finals that they had the previous year leading into this summer, I think you would see a LeBron with different legs because he is older, and that is something that we have seen, is that the season wears on, he loses his legs a little bit these days. And so I think that having that time off actually helped him. And he doesn't have to play the same kind of defense that the Lakers, because of some of the roster moves they've made, still depend on him to play. And the truth is, that is the place where he has lost his fastball some, and that's fine. I mean, he's, as you said, he's 39 years old. He shouldn't be the best defensive player on his own team.
He shouldn't be the best player.
100%. But that he's asked to do more defensively night in and night out for LA than he is on this team. On this team, there are guys whose job it is to defend. And there are guys in every lineup and every rotation that are more elite defenders at this stage of LeBron's career than him. So he's not expected to do that. And he can just focus on a few different things. First of all, playing the insane offense and driving to the hoop the way he's been doing. The 2 dunks he had the other day at the start of the game were just, your TV rattled from seeing those. And he can focus on the leadership aspect, which he is clearly done with this team. He has taken charge. He has talked to guys one-on-one. He has taken that job very seriously, and it allows him to focus on that as well. So only LeBron James could shine like this at nearly 40 years old, but he's got a couple factors that are helping him be the best version of an already elite player. As for MVP, Skip, I'd have to think it depends a little bit on Kevin Durant, when Kevin Durant comes back, how he looks when he comes back. Kevin Durant has been the MVP of the last 3 Olympics in a row.
Yes.
The last 3.
And any of the FIBAs you want to throw in there, he was always the best player.
So his game, his style, we've talked about it a bunch, is so suited to this kind of international basketball. I got to wait to see what KD does, but right now, LeBron is certainly the MVP.
And as far as him taking off, I know we didn't get to the finals, Skip, but he works in the offseason. He doesn't sit around.
The proof is in what you see, right?
We saw him with his son working out. So you still doing basketball acclimated things. You may not be going 5-on-5 NBA style, but
it's
you
different.
still
You're not taking the hit. I mean, there's
no, he's not taking hits, but he's still using his legs.
Yeah.
He's still out there running up and down the courts.
Not for 48 minutes a night and against NBA competition.
I understand.
It's nice to have rest. It's good for him. You can't argue that. And he's playing like it. I mean, he's cashing every check. He's paying it all off.
So all through this past regular season, I sat here telling you He's 39 going on 29. You went to 27. Maybe I should go back to 27 because I don't know. Could he play 5 more years? Yeah, it sure looks like he could. As long as he wants to. You got to have the fire and desire to want to keep doing this at a high level.
Well, Bryce is coming along here soon.
And there you go.
Savannah's already referred to that.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not just waiting for Bronny, waiting for Bryce.
All right. And I completely agree with your point. The last game that he played was April 29th. That was the Game 5 against Denver. So it's more than 2 months. Now we're almost up to 3 months before you play the first real Olympic game. Yeah. And you need it, man, because you are 39. The operative year to me is not 39. It's 22 because he's going into his 22nd NBA 22 pro years, and you can still do that. And then I think of our friend Paul Pierce. You know what happened? What happened to Paul happens to everybody.
Yes, except
except him. You go to the Wizards and you go to the Clippers. And
I don't remember those Pauls.
I know, but you don't look like Paul. You know, because it happens to everybody. Except this is shattering the mold. And I do think going into the bubble, remember, he got like 5 months off because of the pandemic, and it helped him because he was rejuvenated going into the bubble. And they won the championship.
But he ain't the only one.
No.
Everybody gets off.
No, I know, but it helped him because he's in an advanced stage of his career. Okay. And then they won this year's in-season tournament because it came so early. The first game was in November 3rd. Yeah. So, okay, so you could come in kind of fresh and say, let's take it up a notch because I got it to take up. And right now, he's got it. Would I have bet on him being the best player going into this? I would not have. I just didn't see it coming. But because I thought Kevin was going to be able to play. And listen, every passing day, I get a little iffier about Kevin. And you talked about the Achilles tear and Steve Kerr. Man, he hasn't played a dribble. And now the games count. There's no more tune-up, right? You're going to just throw him in? If anybody can do it, he can do it.
I was going to say.
But even if you throw him in, is he in game shape? Probably not really. Can you play him for 8 or 10 minutes just to get his sort of feet wet again? Well, it counts, man. So I'm getting iffier on that, which puts more and more focus back on LeBron bleeping James. And yet, I loved the way he played against South Sudan and Germany down the stretch. He did each time. I think he made 1 3 in each one. And now he's getting to where he's so confident in threes, quick shooting it, where he pulls. You know, it's just like he snaps his hand back when he lets it go. And yet, what he's been doing, most of these teams at this level, even though there's physicality, they play a little more finesse basketball. They just do because it's teamwork and sharing the ball. And LeBron just flat out against Germany just said, I'm going to play bully ball.
Well, they had Dennis Schroeder on him down low one time, and he went up and under. He just, boom, watch out. He goes up and on. What is it, Schroeder? Schroeder, yeah. He had, I don't know how that happened. It was a switch or something, but he wind up on him.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, the dude was way over there because LeBron just, bam, move out my way, up and under, lay up to the cup because he's bigger, he's stronger. Now, these guys are tall, but he's 6'8", 6'9", and he's wide and has strength.
Right.
That's not something that feels like, to me, the Europeans, it's like they don't get in the weight room. It's like they don't.
I don't.
Other than maybe like Giannis. It may be Rudy Gobert.
The days of generalizing these other teams' players is like,
they don't get in the weight room. You can look at them.
Those days are over.
They don't get in the weight room, no.
That's just not true.
Okay, so why does he look like he look and some of our guys look like they lifting weight? Okay, let me rephrase that.
Have you seen him play in the NBA? Because he looks like that in the NBA, too.
Let me rephrase it. It doesn't look like that they get in the weight room nearly as much as our guys. I'll rephrase that for you.
Possible.
Yeah. All right. Like, if we see France, I don't know if that could happen, but it could happen.
No, definitely.
Okay. If LeBron posts up against Wemby, does he have a shot against Wemby to just power through him? Yeah.
Yeah, but even if he powered through Wemby, Skip, and Wemby is like the rim is right here, and he's underneath it, he could just, he just.
Oh, I know.
Because he's so tall, he's going to change anybody. He changes AD shot. He'll change any of those guys' shot because he's so damn big.
Yeah. So speaking of AD, after the first 2 games, it felt like AD was going to be the MVP of the team because on both ends,